Hey guys, gonna do a quick unboxing for Stalin's Triumph, the third in the Nations at War series, which is in the process of getting sent out to all the customers from Lock and Load. It's platoon level combat in World War II. This is dealing with the East Front, obviously. Stalin's Triumph is the name. Take a look at the back and see what the game comes with. It has 4 sheets, 350 counters, 4 geomorphic double-sided maps. Probably can't see that at this angle, can you? Also comes with module booklet, the game system, the version 2 now, compared to the version 1 it was before. 2 11 by 17 unit cost sheets, 4 8.5 by 11 play reads, and a couple of dice. But this is a pretty slick game. I've not played this series yet. I've been really excited to play it. Now I can. It deals with the battle in the Kursk area and World War II. As you see, it's got some new rules for tank riders, commissars, fighter planes, Goliaths, and rockets, it says. So it expands a little bit on the initial game, the first edition, which will be pretty cool to check out, and really looking forward to it, like I said. Well, let's take a look inside and see what Stalin's Triumph comes with. We'll start off with, got a pair of dice. That's always good. I just ripped the shrink off this. I have not opened it, and I'll be looking at it for the first time along with you guys. Here is the module rules and scenarios. If you are familiar at all with Lock and Load, just like most games, systems, when they have a system, the manual is going to be the same across the whole system. This is the same here. The module rules will change things up, and usually they run like 5-10 pages plus the scenarios that it comes with. So let's take a quick look. It's nice cardstock, nice thick cardstock, and nicely bound. So this will be fun to read through. So it looks like introductions on page 3 to scenarios start on page 11. So you're looking at about 7 pages worth of rules. I don't know if you can see the contents there, but about 7 pages of the rules themselves for the module. And then down here you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 scenarios, and then a 3 scenario campaign over here. Death Ride of Das Reich, Rattle the Cage, Here Comes the Fire Brigades. Well, I'm sorry, the campaign is called Death Ride of Das Reich. Scenario 1's Rattle Cage, 2 is Here Comes the Fire Brigades, and 3 is Blood, Iron, and Steel. Pretty neat. As you can see, the rules in this are just to expand upon the base rules. Some national abilities, SS Fanaticism, Goliath, Flampanzer, Mobile Assault. Those are for the German. For the Soviets, it's the Commissar. Su-152, which is a beast, known as the Animal Killer, as it says here in the rules. 152 millimeter shell. That thing was just a monster. You got tank riders, so you can put infantry on top of your tanks. Stalin's organ, the rockets, the Katyusha, which is always a cool weapon to have, and a couple others. Then you have module specific rules, berserk trenches, berserk infantry units that go berserk are out of control and frenzied troopers. You think? They turn savage and are enraged with little disregard for their own lives. When a unit goes berserk, place berserk marker in that position. And berserk is pretty interesting, as you'd expect, because Eastern Front was pretty brutal. I would say that was pretty much on par with the Pacific Theater in the brutality. And then here's another new thing that they've added, is design your own scenarios. You can expand the game out by creating new scenarios yourself using these rules, which is pretty neat. That gives a lot more flexibility and gives the game a lot more legs. It's always great to be able to create your own scenarios. Now we'll take a quick look here. It starts off with a tutorial here. Heavy Iron Cross is called, and this looks pretty small. It's got pretty much just all infantry. There's a 76mm gun. There's a couple tanks. So you got a 76mm gun, a KV-1, and a Panther for the Germans, and a Marder 3 also. So small battle, easily managed. A good way to get you into the system, and then you can work your way up from there. And as you can see, it jumps up quite a bit here in the second scenario with bigger order of battle and quite a lot more units. So it should get pretty big and interesting pretty quick. Nice long map there, and quality of the paper is fantastic. Nice glossy, like magazine, thick, so it won't tear when you're flipping through a manual. I don't know about you guys, but I hate when you get a nice manual, nice color manual. It's got that flimsy paper. Same with the maps too. I hate when you get flimsy maps. It's just not good. I know everybody pretty much puts their stuff under plexi, but still don't want to have destroyed components. But there's the Nations at War games. There's an ad for it. You have White Star Rising, which is number 1, Desert Heat number 2, and Stalin's Triumph is the 3rd in the series. That is your 3 games in the series. If you haven't ordered them yet, you can still do so from lockandloadpublishing.com, and not a bad idea to do that right now. And then of course there's a couple more ads you got for the Heroes series, as well as Wing and a Prayer, the solitaire bombing game from Lock and Load. Also can play 2 players as well. And here's the core manual. Core manual looks like same binding as the module and scenarios. Nice quality, good thick card stock, and semi-glossy maps. Semi-glossy maps. Listen to me, it's too late. Semi-glossy paper. About 34 pages, 30 pages actually. It starts on page 4, goes to page 34. That's your contents right there. And here's the very much needed counter chart, because look at that. Those are some busy counters. Got 5, 8, 9, 11 numbers on a counter for a M4A1 for a Sherman tank. 11 numbers. That's quite a bit of numbers, but there's a lot going on in this game, so that is to be expected. Let's take a quick gander through the rule manual itself. Everything's nicely laid out. Very well illustrated too, as we expect from Lock and Load. They really have great layout, great, easily readable rules, and a lot of fun to play these games. Looking forward to getting this on the table. And I've not played this, like I said, so I can't comment on the rules. Here I'm just kind of flipping through it for the first time, just as you are as well looking at this. And that's some additional rules. That's pretty much it. And also, they did make some changes. I remember reading about this. Maps in the Nations of War series have changed. Changed map lettering numbers and the town names to the names of actual towns. The more fantasy names are actually going with real names. I know they're doing the same with World of War 85. So it's nice to get back in touch with reality and get out of the fantasy world. I'm not a big fan of that, especially if I'm fighting a historical battle or a what-if battle in true locations. I want true names. Doesn't have to be the current name. It could be I expect the historical name from that era, but I do expect a lot of accuracy in the game. But Sean did a great job. He's the lead developer on this series. It looks like he's done a great job with it. And now let's get to the meat here, the counters. This is the tasty stuff. Actually, maybe we'll put those aside. We'll take a look at the maps instead first. Come back to these counters. They're pretty slick. So, got a bunch of maps. Let's open up a couple and take a look. And here's a good look at map number 8. And single-sided. And 5 is kind of the same. See if we can find some new, interesting. It's Pukarovka. The Kursk area, as this is all in. And get back to these here in a second. They're kind of mixed in with the player aid cards, so don't want to pull those out your shed. We got some hills and some depressions in the ground, it looks like, as well as a river, some trees. Pretty barren land out there, but even though it's barren, Lock and Load does a really good job of making them look attractive. Not the greatest locations to be in, it looks like. But then again, you don't generally fight a war because if it's a pretty location. But let's get to the... We have a rule summary sheet. Double-sided, breaks down all your rules for you, which is always good to have. This looks really well laid out, breaking down all the different aspects of the game: move and fire, range combat, mine removal, rally, using smoke, battlefield chaos, assault combat, overrun combat, op fire, aircraft combat too. So pretty well informed every gamer will be from using that. Here's the tech, terrain effects chart. As you can see, nicely laid out, designed. I love the Soviet style red and brown. Definitely fitting for this game quite a bit. I like that look. All right, we got the chaos table where we can get into some interesting situations based on die rolls. Russian anti-tank dogs. Nothing spells trouble like a Russian anti-tank dog. Then you can have some torrential rain too. Let's see what's on the other side. Berserk. That's what we were talking about before, Berserk. That's when everybody just, they didn't get their latte in the morning and they're not happy campers. But very interesting. A lot of positive and negative effects that can happen there. There's a couple more maps that I missed out. Here's another one as well. Looks like it's pretty much the similar type of terrain as what you've already seen. And so I said these were all kind of mixed in together. This is the player aid card to break down all the NATO symbols for you, turn track, and also the legend for each counter, which is good to have. Counter legend easily accessible to both players. And there's your unit point cost sheet, and a little bit more. It gets broken down to all the units and their costs. That's for the Soviets, and this is for the Germans. And that's looking pretty good. So now let's put those aside. Let's take a look at these new counters that Lock and Load's been talking so highly about. They definitely look really good. We got 5 counter sheets, and no more counter clipping, guys. If you like to counter clip, you don't have to worry about these. These are rounded corners, so that's going to be really nice. Make it a lot easier to get these counters on a table, because I know some people, I know I'm one of them, I like to clip, and I hate nubs on my counters, and it can sometimes hold me back from getting a game on the table, because I'll start playing, I start moving them, I start stacking them, they start falling, I say, hey, I need to start clipping. But here's some more admin counters, it looks like, and mix of admin counters, and now we're into the German units. I really love the look of these the leader counters. Volker, Shocky, and then hey, even Sean made his appearance there. You can see that there, Major Drollinger, and he's got a commission in the Wehrmacht, and some more of the German counters. And we'll take a look, and one of them will pop one out and take a closer look. Let's see, which one do we want to get? Let's grab the most popular, one of the most popular tanks there is in the world. For the Soviets, that is the T-34, T-34-76. This is the, let me see if I can give you a better look at it. It's a really good job they did on this counter. Everything is easily readable. That really is going to help, especially when you've got 11 numbers on that counter. And you can see it's nice and thick. Really good quality counter. That's exactly what we want to see from these games coming out now. And double-sided, obviously, it's a two-step unit. So really nice. And let's give it a test here and see if we can put it back in a tree. Not that I do that, but I need to do that for now. And hey, if you like to store your games like that, it went right back in the tree. So that's always good. I mean, I don't know how guys do that. Pop them in, pop them out. I like to, must be my OCD, I like to make sure I've got everything punched and sorted correctly. Make it easier to get to the table and fill out the order of battle for the scenario. So, but that is the look at Lock and Load Publishing's Nation at War, Stalin's Triumph. As you see, lots of stuff in this. It's looks like a great value, and I'm really interested to see how this plays. Can't wait to get it on the table, as I said. If you guys have played this before, feel free to add some comments. You can also come over to my site and add comments there as well. This will be linked there, mosgametable.com. Come on over and let me know, and as soon as I get this on the table, I'll be making some comments there, maybe a game report, or just at least some passing comments. And I look forward to hearing from you guys as well when you get on your table. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.